There we go. All right, I think we are streaming now. I just need to check, make sure everything's cool. Let me see, I think the audio's off though. Hold on. Check everything. Let me check everything. I wonder how the audio's coming through. Peace, 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 peace. What's going on, everybody? Really just trying to check and see how my audio sound. If somebody can, give me a mic check. Whether you on Instagram, YouTube, let me know how my mic sound. I just want to make sure I'm coming through clearly. Because I'm seeing something saying that I'm muted, but I don't think I'm muted, though. Somebody help me out if you can. Help me out so we can get this party started, get this ball rolling, get this show going. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. All right, cool. What's going on, Mr. Mayor? Okay, cool. We all live. We all live. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? Y'all already know what time it is. Bitcoin Block Bully coming to you once again. Now known as Natoshi Stackamoto. You know, another moniker, another alias, another AKA, another entity. You know. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? It is Friday. You already know we got Financial Fridays. The market has pulled back a bit, but after seeing a nice little bounce, the market has pulled back a bit. Yep. You already know you hear that good smoke. Yes, sir. Yes, sirski. Hey, if y'all can, like I said, when I do go live, my Instagram page is public. So if y'all can, tag some people, send a link to some people, get some people that you think will be interested in the information over here. What's going on, Mirror Perfections? Peace, 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 Queen. How goes the day? How goes the day? Florentino, what's going on? Miss Ashley, peace, peace, peace. Mo with the lazy eye. How you doing? Pat and Jaleel, peace, peace, peace. All good, blood. All good, all good. Brother Bankroll, bro, I need you to slide on me. Florentino, need you to slide on me, bro. Come to the crib. I got some work for you. Paid work. I need to get these things looked at and fixed. I know you're a mechanic. So, you know, whenever you got some time. Miss Holmes, what's going on? Wealthy Rising. Wealthy Rising. How's everybody feeling today, man? You know, I woke up today thinking today was Saturday. I don't know why I felt like a weekend. I woke up today thinking it was Saturday. But nope, it's only Friday. Only Friday. Juma Mubarak. All right, cool. Yep, we coming through clear. We coming through clear. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and tapping in right now. As we can see, Bitcoin trading around $91,000. Ethereum back at 31. As an average. BNB right now under the $900 mark. XRP right above that $2 mark. Solana slumping down, actually down 5% on the day, trading at $136 right now. We can see the ones that do stand out. EVA. Damn, I forgot about EVA actually. Hold on. I actually want to take a look. That was one dropped in the New Money Matrix a while ago. Let's see how EVA's been performing. Dang, which one is it though? Because it ain't none of these. It ain't none of these. Dang, which one is it? Hold on. EVA door. There we go. Hold on. They're not gonna show that. All they got is the liquidity pool showing. So what we would have to do then, is go to something like Dex Tools, right? It's not showing up on. Coin 360 or not Coin Gecko as a token, but it is showing the liquidity pool. So what you do is you go to something like Dex Screener, Dex Tools, and then this is where you find. Let me see. What was it? EVA door. EVA. Let's go base. All right. Ever value is one 27. There it is. Ever value. Okay. What happened to it? It used to be over here. That's interesting. It used to be over here. Hold on. Here we go. Here it is, right here. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see where we at. So we're up. We're up 1,600% over the last 10 months, right? 1,600% over the last 10 months. Only down 11% over the last 2 months. This one's been holding its highs. Let's go look at the max. Hit a top of about $30 and have been pulling back ever since then. If you take a quick look real quick, it's a token backed by Bitcoin whose backing increases every single day. Evervalue is a blockchain-based ecosystem operating on the Arbitrum network. It combines real Bitcoin mining with a deflationary token model, offering a unique asset, which is a token with a guaranteed BTC floor price rising daily. Since the total supply of EVA has already been fully issued and no new tokens can ever be created, there is no risk of dilution. Meanwhile, new Bitcoin flows into the burnt vault, which is a smart contract audited by Hack and Inserted, which increases the backing per token every single day. The result is simple. With more Bitcoin and fewer tokens in circulation, EVA's minimum price in BTC rises daily. So just something you want to check out, something that you may want to check out, family. Once again, this ain't no financial advice or anything like that. Just putting you up on game, couple of little alpha plays, things that you may want to take advantage of. Nonetheless, we got a nice couple of views. Let's do a quick roll call before we really get into it. Let me know where you tuning in, tapping in, checking in, rolling in. Let me know where y'all coming from. Where y'all tapping in from right now? Okay, I see we got Philly Uptown in the house. Bully, you have a money spell for stocks on the blockchain, BTC, and precious metals? Yes, I do. Feeling great and high vibrations. I love it. Yeah, let me know where y'all tapping in. Let me know where y'all checking in from. For those that are tapping in on YouTube, those that are tapping in on Instagram, those that are tapping in on Retake. We got Floyd in the building. What's going on, Notorious Roots? Think you new to the game? Think you're new here? Just seen you come in not too long ago. Sierra Nicole, what's going on? Charlotte, North Carolina in the building. We got Detroit in the house. What's going on? Just a quick roll call, y'all. And like I said, when I go live, y'all, my page is private. Please send this out. Tag everybody that's on my live right now on Instagram. Tag one friend or family member that you think needs to be here getting this information. Canada in the building. What's going on? That's what I want y'all to do. If you're on Instagram right now, if you got one friend that you think needs to hear this information, tag them. They can tap in now. Like I said, it's public right now. We got LA in the building. We got New York City in the building. What's going on? We got New York City in the building. Ghost, what's going on? It's been a minute. Tap it in, Lord. What's the deal? Definitely been a minute. Hey, look, we got Texas in the building. We got Oakland, California in the building. We got Bed-Stuy in the building. We got UK, London tuning in from work. What's going on? Big salute to everybody overseas. I love when I got international friends that are tapping in to the information. I appreciate everybody overseas. We got Texas tapping in. We got Miss Holmes, originally from Chicago, but tapping in from the ATL. We got Stumpy tapping in from the United Kingdom. We got Georgia in the building. What's going on, Miss Tony? We got Ponce, Puerto Rico in the building. What's going on? Peace. For those of you that are on Instagram, on YouTube, send this out to a family or friend. Get them over here. We got good information we're going to be covering. We got some damn good information we're going to be covering. Right? Mississippi is in the building. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's tagging a friend too. Once again, if y'all are tapping in on Instagram right now, if you got one family or one friend that you think needs to hear this information, tag them. Get them right on over here. No music today, but we are going to have a good show. All right. There's still deals going on. We do still have holiday sales. For those that do not yet have a hardware wallet, they're giving away about $90 worth of Bitcoin, depending on the wallet you purchase on the Ledger website. But what I would say, though, if you are going to purchase it, I would go to blockwallstreet.biz. That way you can support the team and hit sign up on this right here. See, they're saying 20 plus, yeah, $20 plus free Bitcoin. So if you can, please use my link to get you a hardware wallet if you do not yet have a hardware wallet. Also, I went ahead and sliced down my prices for the rest of this week. For those that have not yet purchased any of my courses, if you want to, everything is knocked down 44%. What's new on Bitcoin in 2025 was what was it? 125, 150, 150, now it's $70. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. The ones that I really want people to pay attention to, right? Just to keep it a buck. The ones that I really want people to pay attention to. These are the key classes that I think everybody should have in a vault. And if you don't have it, get it while it's 44% off. How to open a Bitcoin mortgage. This one class right here is gonna make so many people, if they do it correctly, right? If they're able to follow along, if they're able to keep up with their mortgage payment, right? This is undervalued. This is going to put so many people in a way better future position, financially speaking. Because, I mean, think of it like this, right? Just with this one class, let me break it down for you. Thoughts on Epstein being linked to Bitcoin? What the fuck do I care? That's like saying I'm not going to use money because the Gangster Disciples been using it to sell drugs in Chicago. So I'm not going to use the money because the Gangster Disciples used it. I don't give a fuck who uses Bitcoin. Bitcoin's for everybody. Good, bad, the ugly, the evil, the good. That shit doesn't matter. So thoughts on Epstein using Bitcoin? That just shows how much more popular it was. As far as being something used by elite members way back when. That's all. Remember, Bitcoin is non-biased. It doesn't give a fuck who you is that uses it. So do I care that Epstein used it? Hell the fuck no. Matters to me not. Did that stop it going from where it was when he used it, a couple of $100, to where it's at now, almost 100,000? Nope. Does that affect me being able to purchase land, gold and silver with the proceeds from Bitcoin for my family members and my genealogy, my kids, grandkids, and great grandkids? Nope. Let me ask y'all this: when y'all get in these belief systems, and because I've been seeing that going around right now. Oh, Epstein used Bitcoin. What does that have to do with you putting food on the table for your family? Does that change anything? Does that stifle the price? Right? It don't mean shit to me. So it matters not. It matters not. Now back to what I was saying. About these classes, right? So just with this one, how to open a Bitcoin mortgage, right? The way you look at it is almost like a 30-year option call. That's how you really want to look at this. Because what it allows you to do is lock in price of 2025 Bitcoin, no matter what it is in 2026, 2027, 2028. So let me just show you something. Let me show you something real quick. Let me just give you an example. Let me give you an example. Hold on. Is this it? This is it. All right. So look, this is a video I did back in 2017, right? I just want y'all to pay attention. Forget all that. Let's go back. Hold on. Here we go. So look. I paid $23 for 723,530 Satoshis. I need y'all to pay attention. All right? I paid $23 for 723,530 Satoshis. This was around, 8 years ago? Yeah, 8 years ago. This was June 12th, 2017. That's when I uploaded this video. So I'm giving away my age in this space, too. You can see how long I've been here, right? Once again, I did this video June 12th, 2017. I spent $23 on 723,530 Satoshis. So now imagine if you could have got that $23 for $1 and just paid a monthly mortgage of $1 on it, or whatever the case, 50 cents or whatever the case may be. So you're locking in that $23 purchase, right? You're locking in that 723,530 Satoshis worth of Bitcoin at $23 in 2017. Now, with MortgageFi, you're able to open a 30-year mortgage. All right? So it's only been 8 years. It ain't even been 10. It's only been 8 years, right? So remember, I'm locking in that price. So I'm starting to pay that mortgage on that $23 worth of Bitcoin back in 2017. So I'm paying a mortgage on it. It's only $23. Let's just imagine I didn't have money. So, I'm penny pinching 50 cents here, 50 cents there, right? If we take a look at what that is worth today, right? 0.00723530, right? That's $658. $658. Bully, you're gonna make me a millionaire before I'm 35. That's my goal. That's my goal. Look, let me tell y'all something. I don't present this information. I don't do these lives. I don't share what I share to make money. If I want to make money, I do classes, blah, 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 blah. Other than that, I do this shit for y'all. I do this because I know for a fact my people need to get this information. And I know for a fact it's going to change some people's lives. In fact, I had a phone call yesterday, goddammit. They had tears in my ass. Because the shit bro was telling me, right? We had did a couple events. I'm going to just bring y'all in a little bit on it. But we had did a couple events in Colorado. Since those events, he switched everything up that he did. He moved out the States. He lives in Costa Rica now. And he's a Web3 developer and a fundraiser for Web3 projects. And he said all of that came from the classes that I was doing when I was coming to Denver, Colorado. He's like, bro, you changed my whole entire fucking life. Shit like that, Joe. Like that shit feels way better. Because just to be honest, right, I'm not doing anything different than what I've been doing over the last 20, 30 some odd years of my life, right? And what I mean by that is when I was in the streets, I used to show people how to weigh up, how to bag up, how to cook up, how to run this block, what to look out for. You know what I'm saying? I've always been helpful in a sense of the gang, the guys, my peoples, right? I've always been helpful. It was just I was being helpful in the wrong way. Now I'm being helpful in the right way. And the feedback that I'm getting now is way better than somebody saying, man, I just sold a whole G-Pack. Or, man, the block was busted. That shit was cool back then. I don't care nothing about that shit now, though. I'd rather have testimonies like what I'm getting. Man, I was homeless when I met you. Now I got an apartment. I got my family back. It's shit like that feels good. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, back to what I was saying. So look, with the Bitcoin mortgages, right? With the Bitcoin mortgage, you're locking in today's price over the next couple of years. So now remember, if you could have locked in 2017's price, and that's what you're paying on, what was the rate? $3,178. That's the price of Bitcoin when I made this video. $3,178. That's the price of Bitcoin when I made this video. So now imagine you being able to lock in this price, right? Imagine you being able to lock in this price right here from 2017 and still paying on that today. Yeah, that Lemon Pepper Freestyle raw. I got another verse coming on it too. Right? So imagine that. So now, what this class shows you is how to lock in 2025 price. Look at that, with only 2% up front for the next 30 years. Who can't see the value in this? I ask you again, who cannot see the value in that? This is one of the most innovative strategies that's been provided for us. I mean, imagine when this is made. So think of it like this, right? Us right now, the laymen, the peasants, if you want to, under the kings, under those who run shit, right? Us, the ones that's boots on the ground. Imagine we got technology right here available to us that allows us to open up a 30-year mortgage on Bitcoin, and they don't even have that in the traditional system right yet. Do you know how much money would pile in if JP Morgan was to open up 30-year mortgages on Bitcoin? You know how much fucking money would go into that? Have y'all ever thought about the class that I do the things that I show you, the technology that we cover. Have you ever thought how privileged it is that you're able to interact with that, but the mainstream, the traditional market is not yet able and does not yet even know that it's over here? Do y'all not know that what I'm doing is putting y'all ahead of society? Yeah. In fact, yeah. I should be having Red Pill and Slicing them come on the lab today. I'll be in the A in about 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll be feeling like I'm from the future, gang. Real shit. I'll be feeling like I'm from the future. Because I don't understand how I understand the shit that I understand, if that makes sense. But anyways, this class right here, 44% off, was $150. Now it's only $70. Well, it was $125. $125? Whatever it is. Well, no, how much is this? I'd open up a Bitcoin more. It's 80. Yep, $70. $70. Yep. Let me see. What's the next one that I think? How to discharge debt on the blockchain. Everybody should have this class. There's not a reason you shouldn't. If you're a follower and a supporter of me, there's no reason this class ain't part of your library. No reason whatsoever. Everything 44% off right now. That's why I'm going through this. Because the amount of information I put out and the amount of people that take it in is not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, this going on YouTube, bro. I'm live on YouTube right now, so it's gonna be on YouTube. You got more people buying bullshit classes, bullshit courses, but I understand it though. They selling y'all. I mean, make $1 million in a week type shit. You know, so I mean, you gotta look at it. What would you you weighing your options, man? Do all this complicated shit bro want me to do, or them niggas over there saying this shit easy? I can just do this and make $1 million. I gotta get some people to sign up under me though, because they want me to get a down leg. You know what I'm saying? Other value. This is the one. Bitcoin and gold opportunity. How to get the discharge class? Go to blockwallstreet.biz. Block, not black. BLOCKWALLSTREET.biz. Look, it's 3 or 4 main videos that I want people to really pay attention to on this site. I got a lot of shit on here, but I really want y'all to pay attention to how to open a Bitcoin mortgage, how to discharge that on the blockchain, the Bitcoin gold opportunity, and where is it? I definitely want y'all to get the trust class, how to operate in the private using constitutional money and avoid taxes. I don't see why, but this ain't got nothing to do with crypto though, but one hell of a video though, one hell of a class. Where is it? How to create passive income, make your dollars work for you, DeFi saver, introduction to base, introduction, self-banking for 2025 and beyond. You can put this one, actually with how to discharge debt, right? These two should go hand in hand. In fact, you know what I think I'm gonna start doing? I think I'm gonna start combining some of these. So get those classes first, correct? Yeah, well, if you're completely new to the space and you really don't know what's going on, none of this shit's gonna make sense. So you wanna, get kind of the beginner classes. But if you're kind of already well seasoned in the space, you know how to maneuver, hell yeah, these are the ones you want. Let me see. I think those are the top. Oh, Paved and Yield, the Bitcoin edition, earn Bitcoin using DeFi strategies. So these 5 classes, Paved and Yield, self-banking, that's 2. The Bitcoin and gold opportunity, that's 3. How to discharge debt, that's 4. How to open up a Bitcoin mortgage, that's 5. Oh, so if you're new, like completely new, like you don't know nothing about crypto, if you don't know anything about crypto, you want to go check out my ebook then. You want to get the puzzle. This comes with a free consultation. With myself. So if you're like completely new, you don't know anything, snatch up the puzzle. And then from on the course side, what you're probably going to want to grab on the course side is hold on. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Introduction to crypto wallets. For anybody that's new, introduction to crypto wallets. And where is it? Where's the introduction to decentralized finance? Hold on. Introduction to not decentralized exchanges. Wait, how's that the last one? I should have introduction to. Did I take it down? Let me see. What's new on Bitcoin 2025? Neobanks. How to open a Bitcoin mortgage. How to discharge debt. Introduction to oracles. Introduction to crypto wallets. Maybe I didn't put it up there. I need to get introduction to decentralized finance up here. I don't think I have it. And it's a basic introduction how to get you started in decentralized finance. Yeah, I didn't put it up here. Okay, then I didn't put it up here. I'm gonna have to get it again. This is another good one. How to maximize ETH returns using staking and derivatives. So much fucking information on these classes. So, but anyways, let's get into it. So, 44% off all classes on the website. It's already priced in. There's no code you need to use. blockwallstreet.biz is the website. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Now, silver, $59. Oh my God. How many of you, by a show of hands, how many of you took heed to what I was telling y'all about these precious metals and are now in the best position and making money off of silver? How many of y'all took that trust class and got y'all some gold and silver in y'all trust and you're in profit right now? By a show of hands. Let me see. You can drop money bags. You can drop thumbs up. You can drop hearts, whatever you want. I just want to see who's making money off of silver right now that took heed to what I shared. Remember, I was going live back in 2018 and 19 showing you I was buying silver. $16, $17, $18, $20. It's $60 now. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever shown has been to share the information and try to make it seem cool for people to do it. Like, damn, okay. This nigga ain't no nerd. He ain't no poo butt. Man, he make this shit look kind of silky. You know? Man, why wouldn't I want to buy a little silver? Why wouldn't I want to buy a little gold here and there? Right? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We got a couple of stories we are going to be covering. But we are going to take a look at price as it is starting to pull back right now. Let's actually start off with Bitcoin. Yeah, we can look at this on a daily. That's cool. We can look at it on a daily. So first and foremost, we got a couple of obstacles that we need to get through in order to see further continuation into the $98,000 to $108,000 range. Number one, first thing, you want to be able to hold the 23.6 as support. What does that mean? That means we need to hold above $91,000. We're just going to keep it even, 91K. As long as we're able to hold 91K on a daily basis, maybe even a weekly basis, let me see where we at. Really 85,000 on the week. But on the daily, if we're able to hold just $91,000, then we need to break this downsloping trend line right here. That's going to be obstacle number 2. I do have an alert set on this trend line. See that little clock right there? That means I got an alert. So it's going to alert me when it passes this, so I ain't got to sit here and stare at this all day. Once we break this trend line right here, I am more than confident that we're going to see Bitcoin reach somewhere between $98,000 and $109,000. I'm more than confident, but this is only if and when we break this green down sloping trend line. Now, what will invalidate this move north that I'm talking about, right? What will stop price from going here into these ranges right here? Well, if price ends up taking out the low right here. Because now what do? You got a low. Let's turn it on the line graph. Hold on. You got a low. You got a high. You got a higher low. You got a higher high. Now you want to make a higher low and then make a higher high. Remember, it's an uptrend. Uptrends are higher highs and higher lows. What are downtrends? Lower highs and lower lows. So you got a high, you got a low. Lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. Lower high, higher low, higher high. So you see how the trend shifted right here? See how you downsloping and then it changed? The trend shifted and changed. Not a reversal just yet though. Really just a relief rally. which, like I said, could bring us somewhere between $98,000 to $109,000. And even then, we can still roll over and still come back and retest $85,000 to $80,000, and still see further continuation downside. Because all that would be is like a macro lower high, unless we're able to take out the 61.8, which is $108,800. I'm gonna round it off to $109,000, right? If we're able to knock that out, if and only if we turn it into support, then I'll be looking at 116 to 126 once again. To which then, if we are able to take out our previous high here, then I look at the next golden pocket up here, which is the 1272 to the 1618, which is what price? $138,000 to $154,000 Bitcoin. Once again, these are my next targets: 138.6, 145 to 154. If and only if we're able to get through this golden pocket here. That's number one, obstacle number one. Well, no, obstacle number one is this downsloping trend line right here. This obstacle number one right here. I like using this little arrow thing. I never did this before. It's slick. This obstacle number one, green little arrow. Obstacle number two, golden pocket or golden ratio. I'm gonna call this a golden ratio. These are the golden pockets, golden ratio, right? Obstacle number three, previous high. If you can get through 1, 2, 3 obstacles, I'm looking at $140,000 to $154,000, $155,000 Bitcoin. Once again, let me put this out there. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Please don't take this as any type of financial advice. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. I have absolutely no degrees, no certificates, or anything in any type of financial or economic studies. I'm 100% self-taught. So everything that I'm telling you could be 100% wrong. Go do your own due diligence. This shit is for entertainment and or education, but not for financial advice. All right? And even the education piece, I mean, if I'm 100% wrong, I don't know. Entertainment. Leave it as entertainment. Leave it as entertainment. So that's what we got going on with Bitcoin. What's going on with Ethereum? Well, Ethereum did have this nice little Nike swoosh right here, which is stopping us from continuing on, right? We've been able to break that since then. We've been able to break that. And now we're working our way up the ranks through the different Fibonacci's, right? It's a way that I play it and run it. As of right now, we are inside the golden ratio. As long as we're holding $3,000, I think we're A-okay to continue on. Hold on, let me mark this off. There we go. Oh, hold on. Put you back. There we go. Bam, there we go. So yeah, as of right now, what time is it? What time is it? I cannot lose track of time. Okay, 9:47. Oh, let me send this link out to Slice in Red Pill. I forgot. Hold on, y'all. Let me send this link out to Slice in Red Pill real quick. Blockchain Slice. Block. There it is, blockchain slice. Let me get this link because I am going to have them brothers on the show. Let me get the invite link. Hold on. Let me send this out to them. Live link. There we go. Because like I said, we're gonna start detailing what we got going on in Atlanta because it's gonna be a 3-day event. We got a 3-day event coming up in Atlanta. 3 different events, kind of though, so they're not all entangled. I'm gonna be a part of 3 different events. Let me say that. I'm gonna be a part of 3 different events when I get to Atlanta. So for those that want to tap in, if you're gonna travel, start getting your travel stuff together right now. All right, start getting it together right now. But anyways, yep, there we go. There we go. There we go. So yeah, holding $3,000 right now, you're kind of battling the 50% retracement level with Ethereum. So you're battling with the 3140 area. We got it, and we don't got it, and we got it, and we don't got it. Right now, we're trying to get it. So if we're able to hold above 3140, at least on the daily, that'll open up the door for 3260 to get hit. This is what we need to take out right here. Let me show you. So we're already in the golden ratio. We already took it out obstacle number 1, which was this red line. We're inside obstacle number 2, which is this golden ratio. Obstacle number 3 is going to be this previous high at 36.58, which if we can crack, puts us back somewhere between $3,900 and $4,300. All right. So remember, obstacle number 1 was taken out. Obstacle number 2 is being worked on right now as we speak. Obstacle number 3 is $36,500, and then from there we look at $4,000 to $4,300. Which, if we make it to that golden pocket, that puts us where? Above these previous highs here. All right. See how TA works? It's beautiful. Beautiful when you understand it. I got some TA videos over there too if y'all interested. Some damn good TA videos over there if y'all interested. Anyway. Let me see. Make sure everything's still coming through clearly. Do you have a class where you teach people how to get their charts to look like yours? 100%. I would prefer just set up a one-on-one with me though. Just set up a one-on-one consultation. Like for me, for certain classes, I would rather walk people through it than have you watch a video of me walking other people through it. You know, especially with like, I'm gonna be honest with you, with chart reading, I love to teach people hands-on. This is one thing I love teaching is chart reading hands-on. And I think it's received better than watching the video, even though the videos have been useful and helpful. Man, the metals have made me some coins these past months. Hey, the metal's been going crazy. I still got that coin you gave me. Went back and copped 5 more Troy ounces. What coin did I give you, Rio Brazy? I'm trying to remember. What coin was that? What did I give you? What coin was it? Thank you for always keeping it simple, brother. Hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to confuse y'all, mix you up, make it seem like I'm some fucking philosopher or anything like that. This shit's simple if you let it be simple. At the end of the day, it's simple if you let it be simple, right? Class is still on sale. Class is still on sale. Classes are still on sale. Yes, they are. How do you get, okay, answer that. I'm just making sure I'm answering all these questions, everyone. All right, cool. So yeah, that's what we got going on with Ethereum. Now, what will invalidate this? Invalidation is where? Invalidation is if number one, warning shot number one for invalidation. We lose $3,000. We lose the golden ratio right here. We fall outside of this golden bucket right here. Warning number 2, we lose the 236. So first off, if you lose $3,000, you should start being cautious. If we lose it at support. Then if you lose $2,860, secondly, and take out this low here at about 2,800 even, you should definitely be worried. Right? Because at that point, you're probably going to see some new lows. Now, what I like about Ethereum right now is look at the MACD. Look at the growth on that. Beautiful. So the bulls are coming in strong. They are coming in strong right now. We love to see that further. We love to see that slight loss and then that second pump, that second win. That's that second win they get. You get what I'm saying? Do you get access to all the classes when you sign up for Discord? Fuck no. That's over $10,000 worth of classes. You're definitely not getting access to. But you know how you do get access to all the classes? If you sign up for FinFlix. FinFlix gives you access, not all, but about maybe like 30 or 40 classes right now. Maybe 30 or 40 classes will get you access through FinFlix, which is through the Block Wall Street Discord. But just signing up for Discord, nah, ain't no free access to none of these classes for nothing. I put too much work into them. But you do get alpha info. So it depends on which Discord you join. And then there are videos that I do from my New Money Matrix Discord that aren't on my website that you can purchase. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. A buffalo and indigenous head silver Troy. Yeah. I do remember that. Hey, I'm giving away. Y'all will be surprised. Y'all will probably be surprised about how much gold and silver I've given away. I've given away probably thousands of dollars worth of gold and silver. It's the same shit that I did when I first got in Bitcoin. For anybody that follows the Miss Paige Flowers, she often shares a story of how I introduced her to crypto, and I actually paid her to learn it. I gave her somewhere between $300 and $500 worth of Bitcoin when I first got her in crypto. But I was doing that for everybody though. It wasn't just her. I was going around Chicago paying people to learn about crypto. Some of y'all that's been following me long enough remember that. That was 2017. Bitcoin was $2,000, $1,500, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, right? So I'm giving people $100, $200, $300, $500 worth of Bitcoin at the time, just to sit down and learn with me. That's how crazy it was. When I first started teaching, I paid people to learn. Nobody paid me shit. I literally went around Chicago and paid people to sit down and learn with me, and then I made video content with it. Okay, what did you learn? And I had them answer questions. But at the end of all that, I paid them. I didn't get paid to do none of that. So it's kind of crazy how it is now. I get paid for my time now, whereas when I first started off, I was paying for people's time, just for them to learn. Very interesting. I've had an interesting journey. Had a very interesting journey. But anyways, yeah, that's what's going on with Ethereum. Getting into the first story. Ether versus Bitcoin teases 170% gains as ETH price breaks a 5-month downtrend. How many of y'all, by show of hands, think that ETH is going to outpace Bitcoin percentage-wise when the market picks back up? Yep, I still follow Paige. I started following her from you. Good shit. She's a solid one. She's a solid one. If you were giving a newbie advice on staying current with crypto and financial world in general, what would you recommend to not drown in information? To be honest with you, just follow my shit. Follow my information. Because everything else is going to be too everywhere. I'm the one place where you can come and pretty much get an overview of everything that's going on over here. That's not just like trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but one of the things about getting into this space and trying to do research, if you don't know what you're looking for, you're going to sift through a sea of shit first. You're not just going to come out the gate and be like, okay, I want to research. I'm just going to Google what is the best crypto or what is the top, because people don't even know what to look for. You're Googling what's the top crypto right now or what's the best crypto or any of that. You get what I'm saying? Nah, it don't work like that. Go and book a one-on. Crypto Youngin, what's going on? Crypto Youngin. Hey, DM me, Crypto Youngin. DM me. You can book a one-on-one, but I'm gonna give you a free 30-minute one just off the love, just because I fuck with you. One of the youngest members. In fact, how's your mother doing? How's your mother doing? How the family doing, man? How your mother doing? How the family doing? Sam Harris said, "Bully's a cheat code to financial education," and nobody wants the answers. All I've been doing is giving away the answers to the test. For how long? Huh? All I've been doing is giving away answers to the test. For how long? Right? Anyways, they say ETH price action staged a repeat of its 2021 bull market moves against Bitcoin, leading to predictions of fresh long-term highs against BTC. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Let's see what ETH is doing against Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's open this up on a larger scale. All right, what do we got going on? Okay. Not too bad. It's actually trying to hold face here at the bottom of the golden ratio. So you see, from our last swing high to a swing low, right? We were trading at 5,744,000 satoshis, went to a low of 1,766,000 satoshis, rallied straight to your 618. That's why I love technical analysis. Look what happened. Rallied straight to your 618, which is 4,224 satoshis, and then broke right back down and bounced off your 38.2, which was 3,286,000 satoshis. Now you're getting the bounce. Family, this is class A textbook technical analysis shit right here. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning in and tapping in right now for the Early Rising Show, A Coffee and Crypto Financial Fridays with Natoshi Stackamoto, also known as the Bitcoin Bully, also known as the Chicago Crypto Hustler. How's everybody doing out there? Especially those that are tapping in new. Now, I got you, Crypto Young, and don't even trip. So yeah, if Ethereum, if we get a bounce here, and Ethereum continues to rally, excuse me, where my coffee at? There we go. If we continue to rally here into the 3 million to 4 million Satoshi mark, Ethereum is going to outpace Bitcoin. Ethereum is definitely going to outpace Bitcoin. What does that mean, Bully? That means that you're going to get a better percentage return from Ethereum than you are off of Bitcoin. Meaning that if Bitcoin moves 10%, Ethereum may move 12 or 15%. No? If this chart holds up, that is. If this chart holds up. All right? So that's ETH versus Bitcoin. Let's see what they're saying, though. It says ETH is teasing 170% gains in under 2 months as history repeats itself against Bitcoin. ETH has the potential to rematch long-term highs above 0.09 in BTC terms. So they're looking at 9 million Satoshis. That's why it's good to learn this shit. They're looking at 9 million Satoshis. So they're looking at, okay, I see what they're looking at. So let's do this then. Let's mark this off. Let's leave this on the Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, that's on the week. That's on the week. So this one right here shouldn't be here. This one right here should actually be extended to our previous high, which is around 11 million sats. This would be our previous low. We take this and move this up to our golden pocket, like so. This is what's going to take you to new highs. So you got pretty much a swing high, swing low. But now let's keep it on the closing prices, though. Let's keep it on the closing prices. There we go. So we got a swing high, swing low. We had what? A 61.8% correction. Family, how many times have I showed y'all 61.8% correction? Over and over and over and over and over again. Cosmic Coda said, I found you in 2019. Thank you for the consistency and dedication. And now I appreciate the support that you've been giving me. I appreciate the support. What's up, Block member? What's up, Block? Remember when we chilled in LA? Hell yeah. In fact, I got some shit going on in Los Angeles. I'll be back in LA. I'll be back in California probably next month, January or February. I'll be in LA, if I'm not mistaken. Got some business out there. Got some good business out there. But anyways, if we look at Ethereum getting back above the 9 million Satoshi mark, that means we're coming in right above the 61.8, which is around 8 million 33 Satoshis. 8 million 3,300 Satoshis. There we go. 8,300 Satoshis. That's what we're looking at. Right now, we rejected where? At the 4,174,000 Satoshi mark. That's where we rejected at. That's where we're going to get another run for our money. If you look at the monthly on ETH versus Bitcoin, look at this. Look at the momentum growing. This ETH versus Bitcoin. Look at that momentum on the monthly. That's beautiful. Come to the Carolinas. Hey, all y'all got to do is book me. Why keep it on the closing prices? Because it knocks out all the noise. Closing prices is what matters at the end of the day, right? Where did it close at? Because you got to think of it like this. Right? If we go back and we look at, yep. If you look at COVID, right? The COVID drop, right? This long wick right here, down to 3,900. All you really need to know is where that closing at. That wick really don't matter. I just want the solid data. That wick was cool. That was a Black Swan event, but this shit really didn't matter though. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you can use the wicks. I use the wicks. Don't get it twisted. I use the wicks, but sometimes I just like a clean cut chart. Yeah, hey, reach out to me. And I'm cheap, y'all. I'm not fucking cheap like that. But I'm not no $5,000 to book them and have them fly. Nah, it ain't even nothing like that, Joe. I'm fair. Really, all I want, you take care of the room, take care of the board, and I got to hook up at the rooms, you know what I'm saying? And just a little bit of cash or a little bit of crypto for the time that I'm going to be speaking. That's it. I tried to do something whereas it was going to be a show, kind of like a reality show where I moved around just based off Bitcoin, right? So what it was is I created a wallet. The idea was, depending on what city wants me to come to their city, they would send Bitcoin to this wallet. When the Bitcoin got to a certain amount, if it was enough for me to take care of the travel, the room, and the board, plus a little something extra for myself, I would travel to whatever city sent that amount of Bitcoin. So if I open a wallet for Chicago, open a wallet for Miami, North Carolina, New York, California, right? People from those demographics are able to send the crypto directly to that wallet. Once it gets above a certain threshold that allows me to travel, I'm coming to the city. Nobody really wanted to do it though, you know? I think I just be a little bit too far ahead with shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a show. Should I say the name? Nah, I ain't gonna say the name. But I think that's innovative. Showing how I book everything with Bitcoin, from the bus ticket, the train ticket, the room ticket, the food. I was gonna show how I buy everything with Bitcoin. It's basically how I'm living off of Bitcoin. Make it to your city, come teach your shit, and make it back to my own. That was the idea. At the time. But anyways, let me get along. So yeah, they're saying ETH is going to outpace Bitcoin. I see it. Just to be honest with you. Now, central banks are stockpiling gold. Bitcoin could be next. That's why I'm telling y'all. That's why I'm saying this class right here. Hold on, where is it? This it? No, this ain't it. This one right here. The Bitcoin, you're not going to find a better, let me not say that. What am I going to say? You're not going to find a more well put together strategic position on Bitcoin and gold than what I shared during this class. That's what I will say. I've been watching you for 3 or 4 years. Who's that? Body movement specialist. Big shout out. I appreciate the support. I definitely appreciate the support. You've been in the background watching, huh? Your name don't seem familiar. But hey, if you've been following, that's all I care about, Joe. Hopefully the information has been helpful for you. So what they're saying is central banks purchased a net 53 tons of gold in October of 2025, a 36% month-over-month surge that brought the monthly total to the highest of the year. This aggressive gold accumulation reflects growing concerns over macroeconomic uncertainty and a strategic shift away from traditional dollar-denominated assets. Why is this class right here so important? Because in this class, I show you how you get paid in gold and Bitcoin while holding gold and Bitcoin. It's like, what else do you want? I already want to invest in the both. Now I can invest in both of them and get paid more of both of them while I hold them. Like what? You should start with your trip, ATL trip, to show your travels with crypto. Hey, so this would be the thing. People would have, I can convert it myself. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a wallet for the Atlanta trip. Whoever wants to support, in fact, I'm actually going to do a deal. If you support through the crypto wallet, you'll be able to get access without having to buy tickets when they go live, when Slice or Red drop the ticket. I think they're going to do Eventbrite or something like that. But yeah, that's how we'll do it. For the newcomers to the space, any quick advice on generating income in crypto space for investing, airdrops, trading? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know, one thing that I've started to kind of maneuver towards and maneuver away from. I'm kind of getting away from the whole day trading and all. Well, really, I've been got away from that shit. But as far as me teaching people, because a lot of people think, hey, I want to come to the space, I want to trade. How do I day trade? How do I trade? And it's like, Joe, the position they've allowed us to get in, utilizing decentralized finance, it's like, for me, myself, and I'd rather sit back and get paid off the traders. That way, win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna make money whether you win the trade or lose the trade, versus me being the one that has to make that decision to win or lose the trade, right? So for what I've been doing over the last couple of years, and what I've actually been, trying to push, is just being the bank. I supply the money. That's all I want to do now. Even though each one of those positions in and of itself is an investment. So if we're looking at the Bitcoin and gold opportunity, right? When I open up that position, I'm holding Bitcoin and I'm holding gold. So that in and of itself is a trade, but I'm using those both to generate passive income by providing liquidity in Bitcoin and gold. So when people trade in Bitcoin and gold, I get paid Bitcoin and gold from the fees that they pay from doing the trade. Do you do private Zoom? I do private sessions, yeah. You talking about like a group session? I do private sessions. Just go to the website. Go to if you want to book me, just go to the website and go to consultations. This is how you get a private one-on-one with me. Right here, private one-on-ones. Now, what was I saying? I was saying something about passive income, gold and silver, or gold and Bitcoin. Well, anyways, y'all get the idea. Like placing a side bet on the bets. Right. I was on a roll for a minute. Be the bank to generate passive income, then learn to trade. I mean, so I wouldn't say learn to trade, then learn technical analysis. You get what I'm saying? Because remember, when you're entering these liquidity positions, you want to make sure you're supplying liquidity in something that's not going to lose too much of its underlying value, right? Meaning that I'm not going to supply liquidity to an asset that may lose 80 or 90% while I'm holding it. I don't give a fuck about being paid the passive income. I'm getting paid passively in something that's losing too much of its value for it to mean anything. Now, of course, if and when it bounces, that's cool, but that's not the way that I play it. That's not the way that I play it. So number one, you want to understand technical analysis so that when you're coming to the door to supply liquidity, you're supplying liquidity in something that's either going to move sideways, something that's going to be kind of stable in and of itself, or something that's going to move north. You know what I'm saying? Let me get these brothers over here with me. What else we got? Look, in fact, I really wanted to read this with y'all too. I really wanted to break this down. Look, if you just got here, stick around. I want everyone to hear this article. This is from, when was this from? When did I find this from? 2025, right? We miss all the trains to get rich. The real story of crypto in the black community. Y'all already kind of got an idea of what direction this is going in. We're normally Johnny come lately. We're normally Johnny come lately when it comes to any type of innovation, any type of future prospects, future licks, however you want to look at it, right? We're normally Johnny come lately. We're in a position right now where we can be first in line, first in time, and we're not even grasping it. Hey, I was having a talk yesterday, right? When we speak about creating things for ourselves, being self-sustainable, and we're seeing the direction that this is going right now. I'm going to tell you right now, the best thing that quote-unquote black people could do as a community right now, which is something that we're actually fucking working on now here. Hold on, let me, it just goes so much. Hold on. Here we go. The best thing the black community could do right now is put their funds together and create Bitcoin reserves. You need one for your family. You need one for your community. You need one for your neighborhood. You need one for, a set of you and your friends. I'm telling y'all, this is our time. If you want to change the next 10 to 15 to 20 years within our demographic, it's got to be done. And we're always, we need money. Like, think about this, right? Think about accumulating Bitcoin over time, the possibility of the upside, and then the ability to draw down and utilize that in the communities. In fact, it was a story I was looking at earlier, right? Hold on, let me show you something. A couple different things we're going to look at. Here. I'm on a roll right now. There's a couple different things we're going to look at. Hold on. Let me show you something real quick. Here we go. Look at this. So I don't know if y'all seen what happened in Chicago where ICE raided that building over East on 75th, right? But now everyone in that building got to leave. They got like a week to move. Or the end of the month, let me see. On a freezing Tuesday morning, and I'm talking about this is just out the blue. They got to leave. They got to leave, right? Now imagine if we had a fund for this neighborhood, this community that they could draw down from and get housing for the individuals that got to go somewhere. We got to start thinking ahead, Joe. We got to start thinking like, what can this do? Not today. No, is it going to fix anything today? No. But can it fix something in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years? Yes. And if you got children and they're growing up in this world, you should be interested in how the world's going to look in the next 10, 15, 20 years. Right? So we're doing things like this. This is the top 100 public Bitcoin treasury companies. Pay attention to top 100, right? Top 100 Bitcoin treasury companies. Now, why is this so important? At the top, we already know we got MicroStrategy. After that, Mara Holdings. Then we got Double XI, MetaPlanet, Bitcoin Standard Treasury Company, a company called Bullish. These are all the companies that own Bitcoin. Where they're at, what country they're in, right? Now, what are we looking for over here? Where is it? I wonder what number we are now. Hold on. Where is it? I think we moved up. Hold on. Let me look this up. I think we moved up. Let me just bring context. Let me just bring it into context. All right, so look, this right here, right? This is a what the fuck is this? It's not Argyle Garden. There we go. So this little area right here, these the gardens. These the gardens. It's a housing project in Chicago. Okay? Housing project in Chicago. These the gardens right here. Right? Little road houses. They've started. Hold on. Garden. There we go, right here. Here we go. So this is the ABR Wealth Fund, the Artgale Bitcoin Reserve, which is the first, listen to what I'm telling y'all, the first community-operated Bitcoin treasury in the United States. And this is coming out of the projects. So now, can you imagine in the next 10 to 20 years what these projects will look like? Hold on, why does it keep doing it? There we go. You know what these projects are going to look like in the next 10 to 20 years now that they're back in that community by Bitcoin? I asked the people that's over the South Shore community, let's start one. They told me they're not interested. Wow. Crazy, man. The whole market just dropped right now. Let's see. No, it didn't. ETH still above 3,000. Bitcoin at 89,000. That's not a drop. No. Nope, not for me. But back to what we're saying, or back to what we're talking about. Or the people I asked definitely had pool. What's the link for you? Some coffee? Oh, okay, my man's. Hey, look, if y'all like the information that I'm bringing in the way that I'm bringing it, if you'd like to, right? So far, I've only got 9 supporters, but that's cool. I've got 9 supporters, and I'm thankful for those 9 supporters. But anybody that would like to support my cause, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/block Wall Street. Real easy. And you can click the link in my bio and get here. But if anybody that may want to support me, just buy me a cup of coffee. Or buy me 100 cups of coffee. Buy me 10 cups of coffee. Whatever it is, you can support me through buymeacoffee.com/block Wall Street. Remember, none of this stuff is monetized. So I'm not getting paid to do none of these lives and, none of that. None of this stuff is monetized. But this is what I'm saying, though. If we want to get ahead, right, we got to stop missing the train, Joe. These projects right here, this ain't going to look like this in 2030. Well, let me see. It's 2025 right now. We'll say 2035 to 2040. I guarantee this is not going to. In fact, it's probably going to look more like this, more modern, more like this. Because what? They've decided to back themselves with the world's greatest apex financial predator of our time, which is Bitcoin. This right here, we need more of these. Our mission is to build long-term financial sovereignty for underserved Black communities through Bitcoin savings, education, and decentralized governance. Backed by a 21-year plan, ABR protects value while offering youth mentorship, financial literacy, peace incentives, and future-forward support systems like rent relief, home ownership, and local entrepreneurship, all funded without ever selling our Bitcoin. Family, I'm trying to get 20 other neighborhoods in Chicago to set one of these up. And then I'm trying to get a neighborhood in each one of y'all cities to set one of these up. I'm gonna tell you something. In the next, for those of us that are still gonna be here in the next 20 years, y'all gonna look back on some of this shit that I showed y'all and be like, God damn, that brother was right, Joe. The shoulda, woulda, couldas. Do I know the breakdown of how that was built? What was built, Crypto Youngin? What you talking about? What you talking about? No, not just the sovereign aspect. The scarce aspect, 100%. Right? Let me check back in with my YouTube. Hold on, what's going on over here? What's going on over here in YouTube world? Thanks for the energy. Sit down. Thanks for the energy for bringing it together. You're the first recommendation I give any and everyone who asks me about Bitcoin and crypto. I appreciate that, Sam Stone. You're ahead of the game on that, bully. Definitely still plan to do that. Okay. That's what I want to learn. Get paid off of traders, be the bank. That's what it is. I'm working with politics. I'm working with politics with economic plans for South Shore who are interested in starting a Bitcoin reserve in South Shore. Hey, well, they need to reach out. They need to reach out. They need to reach out. But let's go through this real quick. Let's go through this. I went to a journalism convention expecting to talk about AI and politics. Instead, a chance encounter with a 24-year-old leader revealed a devastating truth about who gets left behind. I've been at the National Association of Black Journalists annual convention in Cleveland since August 6th. I came expecting to hear about the state of our industry under Donald Trump's second presidency, especially how to navigate the administration's anti-DEI policies, which many in the Black community see as a direct attack on progress. I thought the talk would be about AI, how to use it, how to control, and whether it was a threat to our profession. I definitely did not expect to talk about crypto, but there I was, walking through the career fair when I saw him. A burly young man in a suit, observing the controlled chaos from a distance. He looked more like a recent graduate than a veteran, and I approached him. It turned out I was right. His name was Amir Hodari. Nah, Jaden Baxter. He's 24 years old, and this was the first NABJ, and it was his first convention. Unlike me, he wasn't a journalist. He's the special assistant to the mayor of Cleveland, a change maker in his community. Wow, that's the type of position. But I don't want to be that to the mayor though. But that's the type of position somebody needs. When I told him I cover AI and crypto for Gizmodo, his face lit up. Crypto, huh? He asked. His interest in media and genuinely. Usually it's the AI part that grabs people's attention. Baxter's knowledge of crypto was built on the same cliches I hear all the time. That it's a tool for criminals, it's a mirage, something that will disappear as quickly as it came. He had so many questions. Is it real? Is it true? Is it for people like us? One of the biggest questions. Listening to him, I realized we in the media have failed. We haven't done our job of serving a community that is hungry for answers, but is being left out of the conversation. Hold on, let me text these brothers, let them know I sent the link. Hold on. There we go. Now, listening to him, I realized the media have failed. We haven't done our job of serving a community that is hungry for answers, but is being left out of the conversation. And I'm going to tell you something. That's true. Because the amount of people that talk about crypto from our demographic, in my humble opinion, ain't sharing this shit how they should be sharing it. They're not presenting it in a way that's got us gung-ho to get involved with it. You know what I'm saying? Facts. I remember when it was 16,000 and you said where it was going. Yeah, I told y'all we was going to 100,000 back when it was 16, remember? In fact, what's crazy, I've been walking y'all through since Bitcoin was about $3,000. I've been walking the community through how to stay involved from $3,000 to $126,000. You know? Yep. Now I ain't gonna take the brother shine away though. I ain't gonna take the brother shine away. And he was the one thinking it was fake, so that definitely ain't me. I'm the brother he's asking questions to, if anybody. But anyway, what I get to? Where I leave off at? Yeah, we're doing ourselves a great disservice. That's why I love when I had the Boys and Girls Blockchain Learning Club, and I had parents bringing their children. Not bringing, it was all virtual, so nobody brought anybody, but allowing me to teach their children at. Well, I think the youngest child that we had in the class was maybe 8 or 9 years old, maybe 10. I want to say she was 9 though. Smart as a motherfucking whistle, sharp as a whistle. How do they say sharp as a whip? Smart as a whip, smart as a whistle. Anyway, she was highly intelligent. Right? That's what I want to do. That's why I do what I do out here in Chicago with the young boys, because I know we need to focus on the future. If we want to focus on the future, you got to focus on the future. What does that mean? That means if you're worried about how it's going to look in the next 10 to 20 years, you got to focus on what's going to be kind of running shit in the next 10 to 20 years, and that means the youth, right? We got to get in their heads. We got to start directing them. I've been doing a lot of research on Black Wall Street, the Black Belt. I don't know if anybody's familiar with what the Black Belt was in Chicago. It was like our own Black Wall Street, Bronzeville. Just looking at how, in fact, one of the things that I'm creating, right? It's interesting to me when I do research how much we don't know about our own cities. Anybody that's from Chicago, y'all know who Jesse Binga is? I did until I started doing the research. Right? But he was a prominent American businessman who funded the first privately owned African American bank in Chicago. And we hear nothing about this man today. Nothing. Family, this is where we need to go back to. Think about a position that we had to be in for him to start a bank in the 1890s. They make it seem like we was coming fresh out of slavery and everybody was all fucked up, but that ain't true, Joe. That ain't true. A lot of us had bags, right? It's time to get back to that era, right? Even if you look at the era of the policy numbers, we ran so much in our communities back in the day. Even in the upcoming of the gang era, right? The majority of them gangs, Vice Lords, Blackstones, the Disciples, right? Them gangs was made to protect the community, not to fuck them up how it is now, right? You got to do the research, Joe. We need to get back on this collective shit, and it just ain't there no more. You know, that's why I be creating my own private communities. Cause like, Joe, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna have to do it privately. We're gonna buy land. It's gonna be buying land with people that I fuck with, right? You got to understand. And people always think this. It's like, oh, well, it's gonna be a kumbaya, everybody together. Society ain't never been like that. You've always had levels, right? You've always had those that have had a little bit more and those that have had a little bit less. It's never been fucking even. That's not even how nature works. You get what I'm saying? It's always gonna be a yin and a yang. But anyways, what I'm saying is that if we want to get as a people, and I'm speaking to those out there, the blacks, if we want to get and put ourselves, quote unquote black, if we want to put ourselves in a better position, we need to start banking on Bitcoin. Blacks need to bank on Bitcoin. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. We need to create our own Bitcoin banks for us. Like, we're living in a time right now. Just think about being able to live back in the gold rush era. Reconstruction was some of black people's most wealthiest times. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Miss Brianna. 100%. 100%. Hey, I appreciate that freak show, Kettles. See, I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though I can get like these, what do y'all call them? Super sticker. What is this called? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That $10 donation. I don't even know how to get the money though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know how to get the money out of here, but I appreciate that donation though. So you can send them. I'll learn how to get it out, you know, later on. That's what I want to learn. Get paid off traders, be the bank, and that's a majority of what I teach. That's a majority of what I teach. Remember, everything's 44% off. Well, not my consultations, but all my past classes, everything 44% off. I'm talking about a fucking steal, Joe. These are $1,000 courses that I sell for pennies on the dollar. Because I love my people and I understand we don't have a bunch of fucking money to put towards education like that. But I will say this though, when it's time to kick it, niggas come up with bread. I'm gonna say that. When it's time to go out, motherfuckers gonna find a way to get their hair, nails, an outfit, access to the club, and alcohol. And even with me understanding that, right, I'm still gonna make my shit pennies on the dollar because I love my people. But anyways, let me see. Let's get back to the story. So I started by explaining that the crypto industry is basically a decentralized tech-driven version. What we're covering right now is we miss all the trains to get rich. The real story of crypto and the black community. Because it's gonna happen again. We're gonna be Johnny come lately. You're gonna have those communities that got ahead of it, like our community, my community. We're gonna be ahead of it. We're gonna have land. We're gonna have our own, you know, areas to live, safe zones and whatnot. But there's gonna be people that didn't take heed. There's gonna be people that didn't take heed. Y'all gotta understand, I'm doing all this. I'm building these communities. I'm having y'all befriend one another for a reason, Joe. We are the future community. We is the future community, right? But he goes on to state, in simple terms, a blockchain is like a public digital receipt book. Every transaction is a new entry that is visible to everyone. And once it's written down, it can't be erased or altered. This creates a transparent and secure system that isn't controlled by any single company or government. Is that true? He exclaimed, his eyes wide. It was the first time he'd ever heard it explained that way. Loans, payments, transfers, it's all possible. I told him that cryptocurrency, by their nature, don't discriminate. And that's the one thing I loved when I got into this space. There wasn't no discrimination going on. Because everything, you know, you're behind a computer all day. You're in these chats. You don't know what color nobody is. It's just for the love of the game, for the love of crypto, for the love of blockchain. Now, has there been some racist shit done here and there? Yeah, but for the most part, people just love crypto that's in this space. The DGens love DGens, 100%. It goes on to state the transactions are handled by smart contracts, which is just lines of code designed to execute automatically when certain conditions are met. Think of it like a highly advanced vending machine. Hey, I've used this. How many times have I used this analogy, the vending machine? You might have got that from me. You put in your money and the code guarantees you get your product without a human needing to approve the sale. The code doesn't care about your skin color, your credit history, or where you live. This is a massive departure from the traditional banking. He couldn't believe it. I explained that for communities that face enormous barriers to financial services, crypto offers a potential alternative. The 2023 FDIC survey found that 5.6 million U.S. households have no bank account, with Black, Hispanic, and lower income households being the most affected. Of course, the risks are huge. The government doesn't insure your funds like it does at the bank, which is only $250,000. In fact, hold on. You know what? Hold on. Let me show you what's going on in crypto. Hold on. Let me show you what's going on in crypto. Let me show you what's going on in crypto. So they got the new Aave app, which anybody can sign up for. It is like it is centralized, so you are going to go through KYC, but you can earn up to 9% on your savings and balance protection up to $1 million. So what you want? $250,000, $1 million. Or for those of you that took the trust class, right? You want 100% insurance on your gold and silver dollars. Right? Least we forget. Those that took this class right here, how to operate in the private using constitutional money. Remember, we're 100% backed by Lloyd's of London. Do you not know who Lloyd's of London is? Is the world's leading specialist insurance market. Not a single company where underwriters and brokers come together to share complex and unique risks, from ships and satellites to cyber threats, originating from a coffee house in the 17th century and now operating from a distinct building in London. It provides a global platform for ensuring challenging, large-scale, or unusual risks that traditional insurers often avoid, backed by a unique structure of syndicates and the Lloyd's Corporation as its regulator. See, ain't nothing wrong with being a syndicate. They use these words sometimes: syndicate, cartel. You got a banking cartels. These aren't negative words in and of themselves. But we're backed by Lloyd's of London, though, in our bank account. Well, in our trust, that is, in our trust. Let me see. But yeah. I ain't even got to read the whole article, Joe. Y'all get the drift, man. Y'all see what's going on. Establish your family Bitcoin reserve, please. Yep. Once again, for anybody that does like to support, you can hit buymeacoffee.com/Block Wall Street. I appreciate any and all donations that I do get. Remember, everything on the website, 44% off. Well, all classes are 44% off. You don't need a code or anything. They're already marked down. I appreciate all the support I get over here. What else? Questions or comments? We can do a quick question or comment real quick before we get up out of here. I think I brought a nice amount of information. I think I did. How was today's show? I think I provided. Hell yeah, I'm still doing one-on-ones. One-on-ones, mentorships, 100%. I talk to my people about investing in crypto. They like, yeah, when I get paid next week. Hold on. When I get paid next week, next thing I know, they're at the bar at the week. Yeah, they're at the bar spending the money they could have put in crypto. All the wealth in the world was either stolen. All the wealth in the world was either stolen, came from Black culture. It's in our blood and destiny to obtain wealth. I agree. We just gardening over here, but hey, who don't need organic? No, that's what I'm saying. Even with that, you need capital in order to get the organics. Now people are like, oh, we don't need to focus on Bitcoin. It's about land. We need to grow gardens and do this, that, and the third for the natural. And it's like, look, I agree with you. I'm a nature nigga myself. I agree with you 100%. How the fuck is we going to buy the land? How we going to buy all this land to grow all these gardens on and be self-sufficient if you're working a 9 to 5? If you're playing the fiat game? How? Not saying that it can't be done, because it does get done. But what I'm saying is that this could catapult us into doing what it is that we're trying to do. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Hey, reach out. Reach out. With it being Financial Fridays, anybody that reaches out today for mentorship, I'm going to knock off 15%. Nah, let me see. If I knock off 20%, it's $1,000. Now it's only $800. Am I downplaying myself? 15 to 20%. Anybody that signs up for a mentorship today, 15 to 20% off. Just reach out. Depends on how I'm feeling when you reach out. But 15 to 20%. I got you. I got you. Yeah, just looking for questions and comments. Just looking for some questions and comments. If there is none, where should I start to learn what you're teaching? Go to blockwallstreet.biz, which is my website. That's BLOCKWALLSTREET.biz. And if you're just starting out, I would say, especially if you want to take advantage of the deal, number one, get the beginner's book, the puzzle. It does come with a free consultation with myself. Read the book first, then set the consultation up. Don't set the consultation up and you haven't read the book, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to ask questions that would have got answered in the book. So don't drag your time off asking what could have been answered. Read the book, let it set a foundation, and then let the consultation build on top of that foundation. All right, if you're just starting off. From there, if you want to kind of get a head start, I would go to courses, and I would start with, where is it? Here we go. Introduction to crypto wallets. I'm gonna get introduction to decentralized finance put up after I get off this live. But that just 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Get the book, get introduction to crypto wallets, and then if you want, set up a consultation with myself, set up a mentorship. I can get you. And look, what I can do in 2 weeks with somebody that has absolutely no idea what's going on over here, I can speedball you and put you about. I can save you at least 5 years worth of research in 2 weeks, and I can guarantee that. I can save you about 5 years worth of research in the span of 2 weeks. Anybody that's ever took my mentorship, they could tell you that. And that's where I would start at, though. That's where I would start at. Do you have a set of percentages or dollar amount of gains that you use before you sell a token for Bitcoin? Nah, it ain't set. It's more so market exposure. So Helium Mobile stopped doing the crypto payments for all new accounts? Yes, they did. That's why I like being grandfathered in sometimes. Can you go over the biggest misnomers and misconceptions newcomers should throw out the window immediately? Biggest misnomer. You're going to get rich off meme coins? Leave the meme coins the fuck alone, Joe. Just leave them alone. Don't even deal with them. Unless you're like, you've been here and you're seasoned. And even then, I would kind of, push against it. But biggest misnomer. Let me see. What's the biggest thing that people get wrong about this? You know what a big misconception is? Putting your Bitcoin somewhere else, it's not going to follow the price. Because I got people that be like, hey, if I move my Bitcoin from here. No. You know what another one is? I got you. You know what another one is? I got you, in fact. I got you. You know what another one is? People think that, okay, think of it like this. Let's say you bought Bitcoin in 2017 at $3,000, right? Let's say you held it to $126,000. Now, let's just say that without a shadow of a doubt, Bitcoin was going to come back down to $100,000. And somebody was like, hey, if you sell your position now, you can buy a little more at $100,000. People think that, but if I buy it, I'm going to lose my 2017 position of $3,000 Bitcoin. That doesn't matter. Because if you do that and if you sell it at 126 and buy it at 100,000, you're going to have more Bitcoin than you did from the purchase in 2017. You get what I mean? So people think that when I'm going to lose that 2017 position. Look, the position doesn't really matter. What matters is the accumulation that you have. How much? So if you bought one Bitcoin in 2017 and you've held it up until now, up to 126,000, and you sold it and you're buying back in right now, you're going to come back with 1 point something else. In fact, let's take a look. You went from one Bitcoin. You don't have the 2017 position anymore. You got rid of that, but you now got 1.38 Bitcoin. So was it smarter to hold the position from 2017 because you didn't want to let go of it and just have the one Bitcoin and continue to buy? Or was it smarter to get out of the 2017 position, get in a cheaper position, and then, hey, hold this one for the next 10 years? You know what I mean? Maybe don't think about just making money fiat. Mentorship's one of the best investments I made this year. I appreciate that, Massacre. Would you say is the best place to place your money to gain passive income? There is no best place. Oh, then you know what? That's one of the things. I bought the course you did with Brother Rich in 2024. That's still solid. I say, damn, they flipped the whole script on us. That's crazy. All right, so, okay, let me answer a couple of these. Number one, there is no best place in this space. Let me put that out there. It depends on what you're trying to do that's going to dictate where you're going to do it at. But there is no, hey, this is the best liquidity pool. Hey, this is the best exchange to trade on. Hey, this is the best AMM to utilize. Even though I may favor some over others, right? Think of it like this. If I'm a SUI investor, I can't put my money into Aave. So now I got to find what's the best AMM for SUI. If I'm an Aptos investor, in fact, I think they do have it on Aptos. If I'm a Stacks investor, I can't put Stacks on Aave. So now I got to find what's the best AMM for Stacks. You get what I'm saying? So there is no best. We can just grab a loan on what we have and still make the move you're talking about. We can just grab a loan on what we have. We can just grab a loan and still make the move you're talking about. I think I understand what you're saying. Are you saying, can you issue yourself a line of credit against your holdings and still make the passive income moves? Yes, if that's what you're thinking. Maybe don't just think about making money fiat. Nah. So my thing is, I don't even really think about making money. I think about adding to my exposure of Bitcoin. That's another thing that I look at differently than most people. Some people want to make a lot of money. I want to accumulate a lot of Bitcoin. That's one of the biggest differences between me and somebody else. They want to make a lot of money. I want to accumulate a lot of Bitcoin. But by accumulating a lot of Bitcoin, I'm going to be worth a lot of money. And you know what? That's one of the biggest misconceptions. People want money versus wanting to be worth money. What do I mean? What do you mean, bully? What do you mean? What do you mean? What I mean is that, okay, perfect example. A lot of people will rather physically hold $10,000 versus having $10,000 worth of value placed somewhere that doesn't give you instant access, but does have the ability to appreciate it. Right? Meaning that somebody would rather have $10,000 to look at, even if they're just saving it. I want to have it. I want to be able to look at it. Versus the $10,000 maybe in gold, maybe in silver, maybe in real estate, maybe in Bitcoin, maybe in stable coins, maybe in an automated market maker, maybe in a money market account. Right? It's not about how many dollars you have. It's about how many dollars you're worth. You kind of get what I mean? Like, I may not have a lot of liquid capital at certain times, but what I'm worth is way more than the amount of liquid capital that I may have access to at that very time. Meaning that I can be broke. Meaning somebody might call, hey man, I need to borrow $1,500. Man, I ain't got it right now. Oh, I thought, motherfucker, my money's in the market. Like, just because I got money don't mean I got money on hand to give you. Just because I'm worth a lot of money don't mean that I got money on hand to give out. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It hurts me every time I do got to give money to. Let me say it like that. I appreciate that I'm in a position to do that, but sometimes, in order for me to look out for others, I have to liquidate my stuff because I don't have access to the capital that they need, and they're in a bind. So now I'm liquidating things that could bring me a future return for somebody else. That really hurts, though. That hurts. I'm gonna be honest with you. Anytime I got to sell some shit to help somebody, that should be hurting me. Like, fuck, I didn't want to sell that. But yeah, it's about being worth more. Anyways, let me go look at YouTube, see if we got questions over here. My apologies, y'all. Wasn't able to get to Chicago when I needed to. Got to chop it up with you ASAP. I'll probably book a consult, no doubt. Can I use crypto towards my current mortgage? Yeah, you can. What's your Cash App, fam? So if you want to donate, just go to buymeacoffee.com/block Wall Street. If you want to donate, buymeacoffee.com/block Wall Street. Not black. Don't get it mixed. It's not black. It's block. I'm rebuilding Black Wall Street utilizing the blockchain. That's my goal. What time is it? Okay, let me bring Slice and them on. I think they're in the back office. Let me bring the guys on real quick. So we're not getting out of here right now. We're actually not going to get out of here. I got some guests to bring on. I definitely need to sign up for that mentorship. I paid for it a long time ago, but never got it scheduled. It's time. This is a go. If you signed up for it, just show me the receipt. Show me the receipt. That way we make sure. Hold on. Let me bring the guys in over here. Where we at? Where's? There we go. Slice, my brother, what's going on? I wonder if they can hear you on Instagram doing this.
Peace, God. What's going on with it, brother?
Man, everything's good. Everything's good. How are you? How's everything on your side? We're really just over here chopping it up with the people, but telling them about what we got going on in Atlanta coming up.
Yeah, it's about to be lit, bro. So I'm actually over here preparing for some of that stuff now. I'm about to go down to the venue, get a couple things situated. But yeah, we lit though. You know what I'm saying? Burn, Learn, and Earn, December 17th on the Beltline in Atlanta. Anybody in Atlanta know where the Beltline is? That's right there in the city. You know what I'm saying? Nice central location, beautiful area. It's about to be lit though, man. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor, you know what I mean, for us to do the Burn, Learn, and Earn in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's gonna be legendary. Not even feel, I know it's gonna be legendary. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hear that, right? Burn, Learn, and Earn in Atlanta. That means we will be burning while we learning how to earn. So there's gonna be a smoke-friendly 420 event in Atlanta. And what's that? December 14th or 16th?
17th.
17th. There you go. I'm all off.
Wednesday.
17th.
It's on the Wednesday. We on the Beltline in Atlanta. Oh, and one other thing, we're partnering up with THC Chill, so we'll be able to provide THC infused slushies as well. So for anybody that's coming to the Burn, Learn, and Earn, we're gonna have food and the THC infused slushies on deck.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. It's time to get lit, y'all. It's definitely time to get lit, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Let me see. Burn, Learn, and Earn. Yeah, 12/17. 12/17 is gonna be a Wednesday. It's gonna be. And you said the Beltline, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be on the Beltline. So it's a private location. It's one of the locations on the Beltline. So, once they get their ticket, they'll get the actual address to the location that we're at. But we're on the Beltline, so y'all know the area that we in. It's right there in the city. You know what I mean? It's close to everything. Close to downtown. It's right there in the city of Atlanta, in the heart of the city. And the other cool thing about what we're doing is, we're gonna be live streaming. So for anybody that can't make it to Atlanta, or anybody that's in Atlanta that can't make it, we'll have the live stream going as well for the people who got the tickets. So y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be legendary.
Somebody said that we're gonna have magic mushroom candy bars. I could provide those. We can definitely shroom it out and get some shroom tea. We can be off the boomies.
Yeah. And it's my birthday weekend, so you know what I'm saying, we lit the whole week, bro.
And that's why I'm coming. That's why I'm coming to celebrate my brother's solar return. So, man, if you're in Atlanta, you're gonna want to pull up. If you're not in Atlanta and you can get there, you might want to try to get there. If you can't get there, we are gonna have virtual tickets available, and you can burn from the crib. This ain't gonna be that same effect, but you'll be one with us though. So anybody that wants to come out, let me see. Go to I should have put a tab on my website before I went live. Okay, for those that want to come to the Atlanta event or get a virtual ticket, send an email to blockwallstreetwork@proton.me. That's BLOCKWALLSTREETWORK@PROTON.me. Once again, if somebody can put it in the chat on Instagram and on YouTube. For those of you that want to come out to the Atlanta event, I'm pretty sure I'm doing like 3 different events. I might even do 4 different events if I get up with Tommy the Mushroom Man. I know he wanted to do something with me when I come to Atlanta too. So we got me and Slice Wednesday night. I think me, Red, and Slice Friday night.
Yep, the 19th. Yep.
The 19th. And then something's going on Saturday at the same
Saturday.
venue.
We got Saturday and Sunday too. So
Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday is Spin City, and then Sunday is Ross Bend.
Got you.
Yeah. So it's a jam-packed week, man. All the heavy hitters it's rare to get us all in one room. So, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be major, you know what I mean, to have us all. Y'all seen what just happened, you know, about a good 2 weeks ago. You know, we just did a pop-up, you know, we just popped up together all online. Like, it's so much information we got to give y'all, and there's so many actionable things that we can do right now that we're gonna be bringing to the people. You know what I'm saying? Things for the
Right
community,
now.
things for the artists, things for the creators.
Mm-hmm. Oh
The
yeah,
players.
in fact, yeah, if you're an artist, music, you make beats, you do poetry. If you're a content creator, a TikToker, a Twitcher, you're definitely gonna want to come out to this because there's new social. We got what's emerging right now called SoFi, which is social finance, which is merging social media, social content, and finances. It's a lot going on right now. Y'all not gonna want to miss. My fault, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, it's all good, bro. I'm turned up, and I'm gonna be bringing out some special guests. I ain't gonna like say the name for y'all on here. I'm gonna let you know what's going on, Bully. But we're gonna bring out a couple special guests that's right here in the city. You know what I'm saying? Um, some legendary people. You know what I mean, in different spaces, in different pockets and areas. You know, and we gonna make this a real deal. A moment. We're gonna make this shit a moment, man. Cause you know, for everybody that's coming out, like the last time we did an event in Atlanta was how did you miss this, right? About like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's about that
That
time,
was
you know.
lit, bro. That was lit. That was a damn good event. That was
Yeah,
a damn.
that was a vibe. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Nah,
I
so we
might
gonna
have to
do it
hit wine
again.
and tell them bring them bottles out for this one, man.
Oh, we got to. What we got?
Bring
What we
some of
got?
that wine
Man,
out, man.
and we got to wine and dine that night while we burning and earning, Joe. It's only
Yeah,
right. No,
man.
nothing hard. You know, wine for the players. You know, it's gonna be a player night. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, y'all definitely gonna want to come out. We're gonna be going live. Yeah, Zora's part of Social File, 100%. The Reefer Empire, 100%. And we're gonna be going live throughout these weeks leading up to it. You should make a burn, learn, and earn tour city to city. Hey, look, I tried to do that. Me and Slice was gonna do when they had the Rolling Loud tour. I was gonna do a Blowing Loud tour, but I gotta get people to
I
support.
remember that.
I gotta get people to support. I mean, I could come out of pocket and pay for travel to this city and that city and rooms and all that shit, but it's like if I'm not making it back, I might as well just stay at the crib and keep bringing the information, Joe. But if y'all want me to go on a Blowing Loud tour, if y'all really want to back that, hit that email, blockwallstreetwork@proton.me. If I can accumulate enough capital, I'll go on a Blowing Loud tour. Tell me what city you want me to come to. Get the people in your city to back you. Let's make it an event. Blowing Loud 2026. Let's go. Hey, what's up? Blowing Loud 2026. What y'all think? Blowing Loud tour. What y'all think? 2026. What y'all think?
And then we ain't got to hit that many cities. It don't take that many, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. Hit the main cities and it's on.
That's it. Hey, Sam Harris, it's interesting you asked about physical copies because I was just asking Red yesterday, where can I get physical copies of my books made when I get to Atlanta? He told me he got somewhere. So I am going to have physical copies of some of my books when I make it, in Atlanta. Not when I make it there, but when I make it there, I'm going to get them made. He said they got a 24-hour turnaround rate. So it's interesting that you said that because I damn near forgot about it. So I will have physical copies of my books, The Puzzle, How to Become a Secure Party Crypto Creditor, and The DeFi Flywheel. Those are going to be available. Let me see.
Yeah, man.
I'm just trying to go through all these comments real quick, make sure we got everybody. Who's in LA? Let's get it. St. Louis got to be a stop. Hey, I'm coming wherever y'all want me to come. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, like wherever the demand at, we there. Like,
100%. But let me put this out there, y'all. I do not fly anymore. So it's gonna be all ground travel. It's either gonna be capital for a rental or capital for the train or the bus. I'm all ground traveling right now. So keep that in mind. But man, you got anything else you want to share with them, bro? Like I said, we're gonna be going live, y'all, constantly. Me, Slice, Red, Spin City. We're gonna be going live, keeping y'all updated. We're gonna get everything together, formulated as far as the tickets and everything, so we can hurry up, see who's coming, see who's not, see who's gonna be joining virtual. Any questions from the community? And Slice, anything you want to leave them with?
I do want to say, guys, this is not just like an average class. This is gonna be a class and an experience. The people that we're gonna have in the room are gonna be able to help you do whatever you need to do as far as taking your brand to the next level, being able to put your brand on chain, or even like for my musicians, being able to get you paid off of your music. So for all my musicians out there, if you've been doing music for years, or even if you just started and you want to learn how to actually monetize the music event, because we're gonna show you how to actually get money from your music. This not gonna be like, ideas that we have. It's gonna be things that we're doing right now that actually works for us. And we're gonna show you how to get paid from your music, and not just your music, your content. So anybody who makes content of any medium or uses any medium to push out their content, we're gonna show you how to monetize it the traditional way and on the Web3 side. So, y'all want to make sure y'all there, because like I said, this is an experience. This is a non-fungible experience. Like, even though we're gonna be live streaming this, it's one of them you had to be in the room. You know what I'm saying? What they say, wake up and smell the coffee, wake up and smell the bud, man. It's burn, learn, and earn, man. You
And
dig?
it ain't no telling the amount of information that's gonna come out once the camera's cut off. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Because the conversations get deep. So
Like,
it ain't no telling what type of alpha you may miss if you don't pull up.
telling you, man. And then, it's a vibe, man. I know you ain't had the THC drinks, right? But
Nope.
when you try these, I think you're gonna like them, bro. Like, cause it tricked me because it tastes so good. It's just like certain liquor. Like, when it tastes good, you don't even realize. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Then you sit down like, oh shit.
Yeah, it started kicking in. So we're gonna be sipping. So it's gonna be every type of vibe y'all can think of. Y'all do not want to miss this. Plus, we're gonna have food available. You know what I mean? And shit, it's like I said, it's a legendary moment, man. We got everybody in the city at one time. Nah.
In fact, I might. Hey, is there somewhere for us to cook there?
Yep.
You know what I might do, bro? If it's okay with you, I might try to see if we can do Tommy the Mushroom Man cook at the event, so we can have the vegan food along with the bud, along with the wine, all under one roof.
Yeah, shit. Matter of fact, I don't know if you gotta do something after this, but let's get on the phone today. Because I did want to run these other flyers by you and see what you think about them. You know what I'm saying? And get some of these details together. We can get the link up. You know what I'm saying? Eventbrite, whatever. Get it going.
Okay, it's 11. Okay, let me see. I got that one. Give me to like 3 p.m. Give me to like 3. I got a couple of things I got to do. A couple of more meetings I got to have. But no, we're going to get on the phone today. Don't even trip. We're going to get on the phone today. Y'all heard what it is. Burn, Learn, and Earn, December 4th, 17th. I don't know why I keep thinking the 14th. Oh, I think
that's my birthday. That's my actual birthday. That's why.
Got you. That's why I keep thinking. Okay, got you. So yeah, Burn, Learn, and Earn, Chicago, Atlanta. We in the 80. I'm bringing it to the A. You need to pop in. Email blockwallstreetwork@proton.me if you want to come to the Atlanta event. If you want to support a blowing loud tour, email me, DM me, message me, reach out. Hey, San Diego, I'm gonna come. LA, I'm gonna come. Wherever y'all want me to come, we gonna come. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate any and everybody who was able to tune in for the Early Rising Show. Let me see your bullet. Are we able to use those Jackson 5s with the different studio? Could we use that sample? Yeah, so I think I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that we do have the rights to use those stems from those Jackson 5 songs. I do believe we do have those rights, Sam Stone. Let me double back and look, but I'm pretty sure we got those rights as owners of them. But it's been so much monumental shit that's happening in this space. Like, I'll be forgetting about stuff. I totally forgot we bought them Jackson 5 NFTs of that unreleased music. Like,
you'd have put them onto the Rihanna.
Bro, it's so much shit that went on in this space, and it just keeps growing. Like right now, I just did a short class for the New Money Matrix. I think I did it for the new. Yeah, I think I did do it for the New Money Matrix Discord. Showing people how to invest in a project that allows you to have fractional ownership of royalty rights for Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Maroon 5, Katy Perry, and like 20 other groups. Right now, I'm getting streamlined royalties from their streams, their performances, all through tokenization, bro.
That's beautiful.
Tokenization.
I really need to. Damn, you just made me think. I need to holler at you, bro. Somebody from Justin Bieber team just reached out to me a couple of days ago about some Web3 stuff. So I need to hit you anyway, because it's some stuff on the table we might be able to do, bro. and I ain't really got back with them yet. So we're gonna see what they talking about.
Hey, bro, I need to bring you in on what we doing with bro and them out there in LA with the music too. I already we signed the NDAs yesterday. They sent me the pitch deck and everything. I want to bring you in on that. Bro,
okay,
man,
yeah. I'm
I
with
want to
that.
bring you in on that. So, hey, no, it's lit. We gonna get on the line in a couple of hours, my brother.
Oh, one last thing before I get off of here. I'm an authorized reseller with this cannabis company for these gummies. So I'm gonna make sure we got the gummies on deck too. We got the cannabis gummies, man. All official, got the COA paperwork, certificate of authenticity. So everything we're gonna have gonna be legit, you know what I'm saying? And so we got the gummies, we got the drink, we got the man, oh my god, this shit finna be lit, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them ones, y'all. So like I said, reach out, don't sleep. About 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna be in the A. God damn it, let's get it, man. To the next one, y'all. Be on the lookout. Coffee and Crypto. Satoshi Nakamoto. Nope, Natoshi Stackamoto. That's the new moniker. Until the next one. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. I'm out of here.
Yes, sir.